The initial reason for this is that the Europeans have opened the door, shall we put it like that, to some more money printing. Wall Street likes that. We're going to be up about 130 points when that market gets off and running. Now, wait for it. We've not opened yet. When we do open, I'm going to show you McDonald's. You will like that too. I'm loving it. All right, we're off. We're running, and up we go. We're 12 points higher. We're 31 points higher. We're at 17,200. We're up 33. It's a nice day, isn't it? Can we see McDonald's? Have they opened yet? I do believe they have. Yes. Whoa, 7%.
Previous all-time high was 105.20, so we blew that away.
Yeah, a little excitement on a Thursday morning. We do like that. Joining us, Ashley Webster, who you've seen. Liz McDonald is here. Larry Levin in Chicago. Todd Horwitz joins us in New York. McDonald's, Todd, is that a turnaround?
I think the McDonald's is turning around, but they've got some issues. This is also, I think this is a statement to the economy as well. They're getting more business because people don't have enough money, so they're going to McDonald's more often now than they were before.
Down markets as opposed to an expanding economy.
It's the same thing. Unfortunately, it didn't happen with Walmart too. But
straighten me out, Ash. These numbers from McDonald's does not include all-day breakfast.
No. And it's interesting because same-store sales were up 0.9%. Doesn't sound like much, but it's the first time we've seen a rise there in 2 years. Analysts expected another decline, so that's another reason why this stock is moving high. All-day breakfast wasn't included in this. They say it's the new crisp deluxe chicken sandwich was a big factor.
But are you going to throw cold water on this?
No, the best comfort food, breakfast for dinner. I think all of you guys agree.
Yes, amen.
I got to look at Caterpillar. They did not make that much money. It was hoped that they would make more money. They're down just a fraction, down what, 2 cents. That's all it is. Larry Levin, come on in. We're talking about a global slowdown here and Caterpillar in that trend. Is the global economy slowing as much as we thought it was?
Well, I don't know about the global economy. I mean, it's certainly not going as fast as people would like it to, but Caterpillar's had a different situation. Their sales have been down time and time again, Stuart, and it's a situation they've been able to get out of before. I'm not sure they can now, right? Are people in a big hurry to buy that kind of equipment right now? It doesn't seem like they are, and that's not a good thing for Caterpillar. They got a lot of work to do.
That's interesting, Larry. You say that this move is specific to Caterpillar and not a function of the slowing global economy. Todd Horwitz, you're going to take him on that?
I am. This is definitely the slowing economy. This is farmers. This is the whole production model. Caterpillar's down 40% in the last year almost. So this the earnings here, they've already priced a lot of this in. But the global economy is slowing down. The free money is going to end. And the legalized Ponzi scheme that they're running between the central bankers is going to end at some point. This is not going to end pretty.
And that's why the Dow Industrials are up 130 points. Free money for everybody.
Hey, just keep giving it out.
Larry Levin, back to you. I want to ask you about gas prices. Because we're down again today. We're down to $1.22 as the national. I'm sorry, $2.22 as the national average. Larry, are we going to hit $2 a gallon national average by Christmas?
I think we could, Stuart, or at least I think we could get close. I don't think we're on the lows yet. I think there's room for the downside. Obviously, we've seen oil rally back up, in that $50, almost to the $60 range, and then come back down again. I think more downside, at least if you look technically, the support really isn't there, and there is decent resistance on the upside. I'm
grinding my axe here because I really want $2 a gallon gasoline. Am I going to get it, Ash? By Christmas, $2?
I'm going to say yes. There's a glut of oil in the world, and the fundamentals do not allow it to move higher. I say, if not yes, very close.
I'm backing off it. Here's Elizabeth McDonald.
Well, I know you'll drive all over Kingdom Come to find gas at $2, right?
$2 by Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, you're back in the club.
I'm in the club too. $2.
I got some other stocks that are moving this morning. Let me run through the list. American Express down, revenue down, lowered their forecast, stock down 5%. Big drop for Amex. 3M cutting 1,500 jobs. That's 5%. They've got a drop in profits, but apparently they like the job cuts. The stock is up. Not much, but it's up. Profits up at Dunkin'. They do make good coffee, but the stock is down 70 cents. Not much. 1.5% though, 40 on Dunkin'. How about Yahoo? Now, this is the day after the stock dropped on weak ad revenue. Let's see. Yahoo is just still at $31 per share today. How about Chipotle? Any bounce there? It was slammed yesterday. A lot of people telling us the bloom is off the rose. Down some more. Chipotle back down another $3 today. How about eBay? Now that stock is way up today. Liz, what's a 10% gain for EBIT? That's big.
Yeah, that is big. There is life after PayPal is split away from that in July, boosting its outlook for the holiday season, also posting solid earnings and revenues coming in just about meeting analysts' expectations at $2 billion in revenues.
This is an online holiday season. I can see
that's right.
It is.
This
oh
is
my God,
the big one. All right. Now, it's completely different. Texas Instruments. I know it's a winner. I'm going to go to Nicole to tell me why.
We're seeing technology is one of the best performing sectors today. Texas Instruments today. Let's take a look at what it's doing this second. It's up almost 10%. That's a big move, right? Well, they came out with their quarterly numbers. They beat on the profit. They beat on the revenue and gave a better than expected outlook for the fourth quarter. Texas Instruments really known for chips. The analysts say the likes of Apple. They're doing well selling to GE, automobiles, infrastructure, industrials doing so well, and that the end markets are great. And so far, so good for Texas Instruments today.
That's interesting, Nicole, because there's all this talk about it's not going to be a very good earnings season, and some of the big names have not performed that well. But overall, it doesn't seem like it's that bad. Quick comment from you, Nicole?
Well, this one's a real winner. We'll see what this brings, what all the rest bring, but this one really shines.
Yeah, it's not a disappointing. Oh, well, he's got to shine. What's up?
I want to make sure I don't get buzzed. No, look at it this way. We've lowered the expectations so low.
Yes.
How can you not beat them? $4 trillion
so
from the Federal Reserve, and now we're beating earnings. God bless America.
Expectations could be manipulated.
Of course.
And it's quite deliberate.
Yes.
That's why I never, ever want to use the word below expectation.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
You know, that's a misleading
Easy
idea.
to say.
That's what investor relations are all about. All those departments.
There's a whole army
It's
of
about
people
managing
We're always
Wall Street.
they're trying to manipulate everybody's information so that you give them what they want. It stinks.
Okay. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average, 6 minutes into this Thursday morning session, is now up 109 points, 17,278. All right, let's look at Ferrari. Now, this is the day after the big IPO. It gained a little ground yesterday after the opening of 52, 57, down, up $2 now. All right, you got that sour look on your face again, Todd. I mean, are you not a Ferrari kind of guy?
I'd love to have a Ferrari, but I'm not buying their stock.
Why?
I haven't seen the value. I haven't seen enough out of it. I don't really know if they can perform, and I think in the overall economy, I don't think they can perform that well. I love the car.
I got to say that the stock was priced properly. I mean, if you go out at 52 and it goes up to 55, I think you're going to.
They did a good job. They're getting much sharper on these brakes.
Yeah, that's true. Valiant Pharmaceuticals. Now, here's a story. Down again today. I should tell you that Bill Ackman, billionaire kind of guy, he bought 2 million shares of Valiant on the dip yesterday. There's another dip today. It's down $17. Ashley, isn't this all about an attack from the short sellers?
Yes, a report from Citron Research, who shorts this stock, came out calling Valiant basically a pharmaceutical Enron, saying that they operate these mail-order distribution companies that they control. They can prop up the prices and stop people from getting cheaper generic drugs. They deny it vehemently. But Ackman and Pershing Square, which the company owns, already was one of the largest shareholders and is now very much believing in the company.
I got a problem with short sellers who come out with a report and say this thing's going down. They already own this. They've already sold the stock.
Liz and I were talking about that just yesterday.
It's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, they're saying this is channel stuffing, that Valiant is shoving drugs into these specialty pharmacies and booking it as sales.
Okay.
Raising that red flag.
Yep.
Okay.
Isn't it like spoofing, too? I mean, they're trying to manipulate their own position to make the market go lower. So it's the same thing, right? I mean, they're pushing.
Yeah, you short a stock and then put out a rough
I mean, it's the same
report.
as when somebody tweets out, I don't mention any names, but they tweet out, I bought this, and everybody.
The joke about shorts is they're like lizards. They'll eat what's in front of them. They'll eat anything. So that's the report, just so you know.
Are you talking to me again?
Are you a short?
What a delightful visual image we have there.
Thank you very much.
All right, politics, please. We've got a new Quinnipiac poll for you, and this is, well, not exactly a blockbuster, but it's a surprise. Ben Carson takes the lead over Trump in Iowa, 28 versus 20. Larry Levin, you want to come back in? Are you still there? We've neglected you.
I'm here.
Yeah, Larry, we've got this poll on the screen. It's from Iowa. Carson, 28. Trump, 20. What does a Chicago guy make of that?
Well, I mean, Carson, I guess if you look at that one poll in Iowa, he's taking the lead. I'm a Trump fan. I believe you are too, Stuart. In fact, if you watched Stuart, on Fox News this morning, you heard you talking about entrepreneurship and how important that is to this country. Donald Trump's a big believer. I don't think Carson's not a believer in it, but that's really what we need here in this country, and that's really what I'm hoping for. That poll makes me a little bit nervous because I want Donald Trump in there. I think that's going to make a big change for us.
Wow, I've never heard such a vehement, forthright, let's go for Trump for a long, long time. But don't label me as a Trump supporter. I'm strictly neutral. Panel,
but you want capitalism, don't you, Stuart?
Yes, I do. I'm a capitalist kind of guy. I believe passionately in free markets. I was saying that this morning on Fox and Friends. Absolutely, I am.
I know, I saw it.
But that doesn't necessarily make me a Trump supporter. I mean, I could be a Jeb Bush supporter as well, couldn't I? I could be Rand Paul. They're all capitalists.
You're not an Obama supporter, right?
A what?
You're not an Obama supporter, right?
Moving swiftly along. What do you say, Todd?
I think Larry's got some great points. We need free market and capitalism. We need what we call price discovery back, where the markets tell you what the prices are, where the bond market tells you what the interest rate should be, not somebody sitting in a glass house saying that this is what we're going to do, not Mario Draghi coming out every 3 months saying we're going to do this. All these things are going to create a much bigger problem down the road.
I think the interesting thing about this poll, though, Stuart, is that Jeb Bush is falling backwards. He's down to 5%, tied with Fiorina. I mean, this is a candidate that people are trying desperately to pump up and get some traction and get going, and he just hasn't caught on.
And Liz, Ashley told us earlier that Carson's rise in Iowa in this Quinnipiac poll was because he got a lot of women voters for him.
That's a big deal. And by the way, Sanders looks like he's beating Hillary Clinton in New Hampshire right now, so we'll be watching that one.
Yeah, well, he's a neighbor from Vermont.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
All right, now this. Billionaire investor Carl Icahn, he says he's starting his own super PAC and committing $150 million of his own money to help end the, quote, crippling dysfunction in Congress. Now, Todd, he is a Trump supporter, and now he's putting $150 million. Okay, not directly to Trump. It goes to a third party. But that's what it's all about.
Listen, I like his thoughts of free markets and capitalism, but I also have some things that he doesn't do that, he creates a lot of his own manipulation by a lot of his tweeting out. So
you're talking Trump or Icahn?
I'm talking about Icahn.
Icahn. Okay.
I don't like a lot of things that Icahn does with his manipulation of the media through when he buys stock, he tweets out, I just bought Apple. I have a fundamental problem with that. So if he's putting money in, he may be looking to buy some stuff himself. I mean, these whole...
No, he wants to be the Treasury Secretary in a Trump administration. It's just a joke.
It's a joke.
Kind of.
It is a joke. It's an absolute joke. Check the big board, please. Look at where we are now. It's Thursday morning, 12 minutes into the session. We're up 121 points, 17,289. We like to follow tech stocks closely on this program. 4 big tech stocks report earnings after the close today. Those stocks are Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Pandora. Check those stocks now. I think they were all of them ever so slightly higher before the numbers at 4. By the way, 4 o'clock this afternoon, after the closing bell, David and Melissa have you covered here on the Fox Business Network. Next, the most senior spy in the country hacked by a teenager. Secret CIA information now being published by WikiLeaks. We're entering an era where anyone can be subject to embarrassment and blackmail. Yes, we are. Former CIA operative Mike Baker here on that subject next.